train yards, thinking about graveyards. I wonder, Lord, what would they ever write on mine? Another soul laid to rest on a cold Montana morning, just trying to make it north of 49.
Hey guys, so we're taking a little bit of a break here. Harvest has been going pretty well, but we got some rain, so shut down for a few hours in the afternoon here. So the wife ordered me. She didn't ask, she didn't request, she didn't even politely say. She told me I had to deal with these moles in the garden here. So we're going to be setting traps to these. These are Pocket Gophers. They're little mole looking things, about maybe 4 or 5 inches long. But they're actually Pocket Gophers, what they're actually called, or what you're supposed to refer to them as. So out here we got 3 different traps we're going to try. This is an old trap. You can still buy this style, I think DK2 or something like that. We got the original DK1 Gopher and mole trap, and then we got this one that you can buy at UFA. They're simple. I don't mind them. I like the plastic. The same guys that were making these made a plastic one that was square like this, but I think they had a patenting issue and they don't make them anymore. But they were by far the best trap. So we're gonna set all these up here, see if we can't get a mole, or a Pocket Gopher. But I'll put them in the ground. I'll show you guys what that looks like. Okay guys, so I had a really hard time finding holes in here just because we rototill this, 2 or 3 times a summer, so it's all really loose soil. So all along there, all those holes actually collapsed in. Probably hasn't been here in a few days, but I can follow it along. It's all soft, you can see, but it's not making any actual tunnels. So that's no good for setting up. I came over here because I can see kind of a fresher mound in there, and I could actually get a tunnel started in here, but it dead ends. I think they came up a couple of times. They were eating all the roots off the sunflowers, and that's why they're tipping over here. But coming down by the peas, which they seem to be in right now, there's all these little holes my foot keeps falling through. So I found the end of one really nice tunnel here. Got that box buried. So the important part is you want it square and flush with the hole. You want to kind of fill in around the sides, but you want to make sure this spring is free. It's not going to hit anything and be weak when it catches them. I took the DK1 and I actually set it in here. I found another tunnel going that way. It wasn't that good of a tunnel, but I've got it staked right there with a dollar store stake, and it's inside here. I'm going to put a flag on it so I don't lose it. And then my third trap, I came over here and I found a really nice tunnel started right in there. So with these round ones, same thing. You're going to bury in all around the sides. Make sure there's nothing blocking the spring off. You want it to be able to fire without hitting anything. And then just leave this hole exposed. That's all you want for airflow coming through. And they're going to try and plug that hole there. Same idea with that black box, but there's enough cracks and holes in it, that sort of thing, that lets air flow through. If you don't have any dirt or anything to work with, you can take a piece of filter cloth or garden fabric, just lay it over top gently. Works awesome. That's generally how I do stuff. Of course, I'm at home here trapping for the wife, so I don't have any of my good equipment with me, but that's kind of how it usually goes, The mechanic has the wife with a broken down car. The carpenter has the house that's broken down for the wife. I'm the trapper who doesn't trap the wife's moles. So, breaking the rules here today by doing it. But figured I might as well, kind of going through relapse, not doing much trapping here for the last month. So, anyways, I'll make one more video when I catch something. I'll let you know what happens. Well, guys, it's not even the end of the day yet. I just brought a tractor up here and hooked it up to the desk. I saw the round trap's not set off at all, but this guy is. So here we'll check. And there we go. We got one pocket gopher. This hole looks way more full than we had it before. So I'm wondering what's going on in here. Oh, it is. It's packed down nice and tight. So this is that DK1. I got a good stake on it this time. Still set. But something has definitely packed that hole in real tight. So I got kind of a hair trigger on there. I don't know if you can see. So here, I'm just going to adjust it a little bit more. So the closer you bring it to the end of this right here, the easier it will fire. And I mean, it is darn near ready to go off just with me holding it. So gonna put that back down inside there. See if that'll focus on it. Of course the phone doesn't want to right now. There we go. So it's just down inside there like that. And then staked in nice and solid so it doesn't move at all. And then I just had some, you got to seal this hole up behind it for the most part. I'll just use a sunflower because that's what we got here. Just don't tell the wife. So just gonna leave that hole open just a little. And then this one we'll go ahead and reset. So first catch with this old box, still working. Well, morning guys. We're just out here in the garden doing a quick check on the gopher traps. So you can see this one's still set. And I'm looking around, I'm not seeing any fresh holes or anything like that. I come over here. That guy's still set. That one's still, you can see the air's open to it, so I'm guessing that's it for gophers in here. There's no fresh holes or nothing, or no fresh mounds. So I think we got them. Oftentimes it's just one gopher. If you have 40 holes, like if this whole area had 40, 50 mounds in it, you might get 2 or 3. But lots of times, in a night, a single mole's going to push up 2 or 3 piles or 2 or 3 hills, sometimes a few more, especially in loose dirt like this. But yeah, hopefully this will help you guys get a couple moles if they're causing you some grief, or your wives some grief like me. Anyways, we'll catch you in the next one.